Hi, Rob Bragazine here. You like my hat? Anyway, it's April 21st, 2014, and we're here to talk about perspectives. And this week, we're talking about tarot readings. Have you ever had a tarot reading? I'm sure you have. And usually, readers, intuitives, empaths, whatever you want to call them, can easily pick up the the querent, the person having the reading done. And I'm here to talk about when there is trouble, i.e., or whatever. You're having difficulty either because you're anxious or you're just pessimistic and you don't necessarily believe that the reading can be effective at all. And really, you can look at the cards as a method to be creative. And in fact, there are other kinds of decks that are all about taking the next creative step. So you can ask, what step might I use to be creative in my life with those decks? And you can use the same questions with the regular tarot deck. And if you want to go at the question from a simple, fun, and creative kind of question, one deck I think is called the Creative Whack Pack. It's been around for quite a few years. I don't currently have it. Otherwise, I would show you pictures. But it's all about loosening up and just trying some new things. So look at the tarot in the same way, or even regular playing cards. There's no one going to put a whammy on you. No whammy. And it's all about simply looking at how you can be creative, how you might simply loosen up and take a new step in a new direction. And that's it. You don't have to feel like you're forced to sit down with the reader and worry about the woo mumbo jumbo kind of stuff with a tarot reader, even if you know them. So let's get into the question of what should I know, or how can I be more creative in my life? And that way you can feel less tension, less stress, and less worried. And it'll help the reader to really be calm, be centered, and not feel like they're being ineffective for you. Because the worst thing that you can do is just go to the reader, pay your money, and then they feel like they've failed you, and you just sit there like a lump the whole time. You can instead have fun and be part of a creative process by simply looking at, well, what's a good step that I can take next? As I said before, how can I be creative? How can I allow something new to come into my life instead of having to analyze everything? How can I get out of my head? These kinds of questions. And you might even ask the reader if they know about decks like the Creative Whack Pack, or they can use tarot cards, or they have, I mean, regular playing cards, or they have perhaps more friendly decks that they might use for you instead of some of the scarier looking decks. And that might help you to get through your reading. Anything to help you lessen your anxiety, because ideally, the reading can help you to find new ways to move about your life. It doesn't mean that this is the ultimate end all be all situation, or that you're doomed, or that there's no solution at all. It simply means that you're looking for possibilities. And if you look at it that way, have fun with it. Don't be afraid of the cards. Um, Try to look at it from the perspective, perhaps through a child's eyes. How might a child see this? They probably would have a ball with any tarot deck, unless they were really young. But say a teenager. So look at it through a teenager's eyes. They might be bored, just like you are, but they also might be curious. So approach any reading with curiosity, and gradually you might even try to bring in your own tools, like with a pendulum or perhaps the I Ching. And I'll talk about some of this Thursday this week, the week of April 21st at 10 p.m. on my show. And you can call in and talk about your struggles with having readings done for you or doing them yourself. And a lot of it is breaking through the ice and seeing it in a practical way, and how you can simply read for yourself or have someone else read for you in a practical, honest, and simple way. Any reading is not likely to solve all of your problems, but it could give you some fresh insights, and with that, you might be able to make some changes that you hadn't even realized before. So good luck and have a great week. This is Rob Ragazine signing off from Perspectives this week. Thank you for listening.